Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Idle Zeros. We are on the Lord of Fear Aspen account, and it is time for some campaign progress. We got a snow heart from Anniversary, and what that meant is that we could officially clear 352 with 3 trans. We needed to change the speeds and such, but we did it. That's mission accomplished. And so moving on now, we just continue to make our Void campaign progress quite nicely. I have 2 videos prepared of just footage because I don't know, I'm not really good at impulse control, so anytime I see progress available, I do it as soon as possible, and I don't bother to just wait to record it whenever I'm in the mood to voice it over. So it's whatever. Right. I'm also not sure how long the videos are, so if I run out of things to say, I'll cut the video off, and also if the footage stops, I will do an impromptu outro. And it's just going to be the most rough around the edges video you'll ever see in your entire life, and it'll be bad, but maybe you'll think it's endearing or something. I don't know. Maybe. But LFA doing his job. I'm not going to tell you how far we made it in Void campaign because I made some progress that I don't even have footage of. But it's a little bit crazy for triple trans anyway. I wouldn't have expected to get this far, but I'm thrilled that we were able to. Absolutely thrilled. But we are in Hollow campaign. I was finally able to give some Hollow buffs to my server bracket. They were desperately needed because it's a later server. We are like 1449, I think. I shouldn't have told you that because I like being like the one and only whale on the server. I think there's like, I don't know, a handful of spenders, but I'm the biggest one, which means it's like my kingdom. It feels really nice, to be honest. But regardless, we are working on Hollow, and I was able to clear 1-5. We're stuck on 1-6 now. Halora and PDE, they're just not strong enough to be able to do it, which is quite sad. It feels a little bit bad, but you know, what can you do? I imagine that once we get 4th trans, be it Mystic Fairy Freya, probably. Unless, what's her face is really good. Natalie, I think it is. We'll have to see. I'll probably have a B stone, or at least a B- stone to be able to use on her. Unless another Gala comes around and has a B stone on offer. We will have to see about that. I have some contract starry gems held back in reserve just for that. I'm 2 million Crystals of Transcendence away, so that's not terrible. But yeah, I can build a Natalie should it turn out that she's a busted support hero. But obviously I won't make her my main carry because I have Giant Killer Aspen and all of his tenants, so what can you do? Nothing, that's what. But Void campaign going quite smoothly. I really like these waves. Like you can just tell by the way the heroes look. They're going to be super squishy. A little bit scary, but you know that as soon as we get a shot off, they're just going to be nuked into oblivion. We failed Aspen Dungeon yet again. We ran into solo SFX, so that's just a loss. But it'll be smooth sailing once I get past 100, and the speed issue is no longer a thing. But for the time being, while it is a thing, we're just going to cry, basically. One of these days we'll get lucky, and then I'll feel good. But until that point, we're just going to be sad, and that's going to be that. We still need to re-roll. I'm looking for Giant Killer to fire, specifically, plus either a 3rd offensive or CI offset. I will take either one. But of course, now that I said or CI offset, that's the one I'm going to get because it's the one I want the least. I want literally any other defensive stat. I mean, offensive stat, except maybe, I don't know, precision, because I hear Mystic Fairy Freya caps it for Star Expedition. But that is information I've been told. I don't know how the math works out, but I have no reason to doubt such information. Regardless, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to the account. 358 now, which is pretty decent. If I recall correctly, the one right after this is the next barrier that we face. We'll see though. Oh, something exciting that I'm excited for today is it's monthly reset day, which means I get to do broken spaces again, and okay, so my plan is, since I have butchered it 2 months in a row now at this point, you have not been able to see it. My epic game plan is this. I am not going to have audio on when I record it. I'm going to have nothing but dead silence. And I'm going to capture the footage, and it's going to be perfect, and I'm going to do exactly what I need to do for the footage. And then at that point, barring footage corruption, the only thing that could keep me from uploading that video is if I just lose my voice entirely. Anything short of that, we will be fine. The video will be out. And if I'm honest, I am expecting to clear that in 9 tickets now. We cleared it in like 12 when we first had GK. I think we cleared it in 10 with a B plus without GK, if I'm not mistaken, anyway. But we have stronger tenants. We have GK again. We have better treasure. So what I think the next strategy might be, or at least the next goal, is to kill all of Broken Spaces with a single active skill. I think that's the next plan. That would be insanity if we could do that. So we'll have to see. So just round 1, we'll have to make Halora faster than us, which I think we can do. We just need to reset one of the houses. But we'll make Halora faster than us. She'll get an active skill off, and then Aspen will nuke everybody. That would be crazy. It looks like this was actually the stage that bothered us. I mean, whatever, I guess, because we obviously clear it. I spoiled that much. But it is what it is. We've got some Snowheart action going on. It's very convenient the way the Snowheart works, because we can just put it on the puppet, and the puppet doesn't have to do anything. We can just sort of have it on, and then we automatically get some speed benefit out of that. Quite cool. Where am I in Sealand? Let me try to recall. We are on Sealand 33 right now. We cleared 31 and 32 in the same sitting, which I do have footage of, but sadly it's on my iPad, and most of you don't like that aspect ratio, so that's just going to be a sad video for most of you. But some of you like it, and so it's going to be a happy video for you guys. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm done investing in tenants. I think the only one I really care about is Aspen at this point. I don't think I need a second main carry. I think I'm just going to invest into really strong supporters now. So, I mean, my Elena has 6.1k on the Awaken attack. Halora has 5.3, Aspen has 5.3, Ankirimaru has 4.4, and then my Lofa has 6.5. So it's looking quite good there. I have B copies of Freya and Holmes, my next 2 trans, unless Natalie's ridiculous. But I will use a B stone on Natalie if she is really good. We'll have to see. I imagine she is, because last anniversary was Mockman, and Mockman was ridiculous. Still kind of is ridiculous in the early game. Anyway. And when I say early game, I mean like the Spender route. when you can get full subs and such. But yeah, he's quite cool. I like Mockman. Am I running out of things to say? Probably. Probably. Oh, Aspen Dungeon opens for Valkyrie, who has a level 2 fan now. So expect a Valkyrie video in the upcoming days, week singular? I don't know. I don't really have a schedule. I've been getting into the habit of just capturing footage and then recording over it because it's much. Let me think. Let me gather my thoughts. Okay, it's much easier to find time to record without having to talk over it than it is to find time to record and be able to talk over it. So this is obviously a nasty wave. 4Z's ticks delasium. Quite gross. And here this video is about to end, so we will swipe over whenever I see the thing stop. Soon enough. Okay. Yeah, so I remember cutting the footage off as soon as that notification popped up. I'm not really sure what it was, but it's whatever now. I should have just edited it out, but I didn't do that because, well, you know, that's just par for the course at this point. I'm just a lazy bastard who doesn't like editing things. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not really sure how far this video goes into Void Campaign, but we'll have to see. If you hear chewing, that's me eating a banana. I just got a little bit cravey for a banana at this moment in time, so you're just gonna have to deal with that if it's annoying. Okay. Yeah, Aspen obviously just dropping dead all the time now. You know, what I should have done is actually confirm that I even have a clear in this video. Because if this is just a bunch of failed attempts, I'm just deleting the footage. And then you just won't get a video. Which will be kind of sad, but what can you do at that point, right? I'm going to log into my Soggy account real quick. And I'm going to see if we are close to doing any more content there. If you recall our last video, we are currently in, we're on 147, which is a Sherlock Holmes wave, which basically means no Void Campaign for ever. Until next trans, anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll just magically clear it one day, but with my luck, that will be when I'm not recording. And in fact, I'm going against my better judgment right now, and I'm giving it a shot. I just want to see. Just want to see what happens, is all. So I'm shifting over to full offensive mode. And maybe it'll work out. We'll see. We are very close to killing the Holmes with our round 1 active skill from Sahi. So it actually might be in the cards. So what I'm realizing at this moment in time is that it is possible. In fact, I might be watching it clear as we speak. Um, let's let's see what we're working with here. Okay, yeah. So two of the homes die at the end of the round. Quite close. Okay, so we're just gonna skip ahead, I think, until I see it. Oh my God, why do I do that? Like, like I skip ahead, thinking we're not gonna clear for a while, and we just clear. Like at the very, the very attempt I skip. I'm just a little bit goofy, I guess. But yeah, so my interpretation of the 147 wave now is that it is possible with perfect RNG. That is what I am seeing right now. And there's the clear on 359. Quite nice. And then we just do the classic LFA strat of nuking everything in sight. Quite funny there. It's coming. There we go. And we die, surprisingly, but we address that in short order. And then it is back to our regularly scheduled programming of destroying Void Campaign. Here comes the melodic strings active skill. Death for everybody. And that's going to be the wave. Quite cool. Quite good. Very nice. And then we proceed back to the typical setup that we run. And we head back in. I picked up a primary core for HHA. Quite cool. That's gonna be our next noble core, probably, because it's obviously a really good core. I like it. It helps on some waves where the Sahi core doesn't help very much. I just had the greatest idea of all time. I just had the greatest idea of all time. So I'm gonna read out. It's like I don't even know why I'm talking about this because this is the LFA video, but I'm talking about the Sahi account right now. But the HHA core puts on taunt just at the beginning of the round, just period. So that's two homes that we don't need to take poisons from on Sahi. So what that means is we literally just might clear the next time we actually unironically attempt, which is very funny to me. Extremely funny. We'll have to see. Okay, but that's enough on HHA for now. I think here we just waited for perfect CCs on the Russells, and then it was easy. Obviously not getting it there. Yeah, I don't think Void Campaign has enough crowd control offset. I mean, has enough control immunity. Because sometimes I get some fears off, and that's just honestly unacceptable. Someone from DH needs to fix that, because sometimes we land crowd control with a receptor, and that just shouldn't be possible. Just in all seriousness, I think it's so dumb. Like, so first off, back in the early game, the early days of Vital Heroes, it sort of worked as if there was crowd control offset because just the odds of crowd control were very small. Like you had Ice Blink, who has a 25% chance to freeze, if I recall. And just running energy on him round one was the strategy. And it was really fun because you could get insane luck and just CC all six. And it was like orgasmic. It felt so good to do that. It's a 33% chance to freeze now. I don't know if that got buffed or it was actually always 33 and I'm just hallucinating it being 25, but it's 33% now. So that's quite cool. And then you got Demon Hunter as well, who was a CC hero. So between Ice Blink and Demon Hunter, they were just crowd control freaks. Basically, a 50% chance to silence for 2 rounds. And now she has control immunity, which I don't think she always had. I could be tripping because back when I first played, it was like 2018 or something, and probably 2017 when I got started, if not even earlier. I'm not really sure when the game came out, but when I arrived, Bloodblade was the most recent hero, and he was nuts. Like he was crazy. Like Walter was strong, and then Bloodblade just outclassed Walter. And then power creep just happened. Sigmund came out and was the beast that everybody needed. And then it was maybe Scaries. Vesa was insane. And then it was those heroes until Valkyrie came out and just wrecked everything for us. but it was still fun. It was fun. Very fun game. I liked it quite a bit. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, crowd control, crowd control. Yeah, so it was like crowd control immunity was baked in because the odds of crowd control weren't very good in general. But then they changed it, and then LFA, like his basic attack is like Rui Scepter has like 100% chance to fear, which is just stupid. But then it doesn't even apply because they just have to keep on adding things that make it harder to do stuff, and then they add CI offset to counter control immunity. So I don't know, like, like I wouldn't be surprised if next year just the next hero gives CI offset to offset your control offset, which I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They'd probably call it something else, but yeah, it's just a little bit dumb. Whatever, whatever. I just think it's a little bit goofy. Is all. 30% control immunity from the Rui Scepter or CI offset from the Rui Scepter plus a 100% chance to land fear just doesn't land fear consistently. Like I often land 0 or 1 fear, and it's just like it gets frustrating. It gets very frustrating because it becomes less a game of strategy and it becomes more a game of try it enough times to see if your strategy will even work. And it just gets a little bit irritating, is all I'm trying to say. Like the current wave I'm stuck on now, I'm just gonna spoil it because it's awesome. 372. We are on 372 at the moment. And it's triple Valk, triple Flame Strike. And if you know LFA, you know that he doesn't like Valkyries very much because every time he fears them, they just do damage, just period. And so I mathed out this entire strategy that I still believe is physically possible. I think the wave is easily possible. It's just the problem is we require such perfect RNG with fears and who the enemies target that it's just like not fun. I think it's possible, and I do a few attempts every day. But like you're just basically just looking for winning the lottery, and it just straight up never happens. There's so much RNG. But I think that's enough whining for today. I get to do broken spaces in like 4.5 hours, and I've just been extremely excited for that. So we'll see how that goes. I think we'll use Antler's Cane this time, and then if we do it in 9 tickets, we'll swap to Melodic Strings next time and see if we can do it in just active skills, just the first active of the round. That would be incredible if we could. Positively incredible. But this is the wave that I think I'm stuck on at the end of the video, in which case I will be signing off preemptively to prevent like just talking with redundant footage that already played or just over a blank screen. I will skip forward in time at the very end, and we will see if we actually clear it in this footage, but if not, it's just going to be goodbye. It looks like it is goodbye. Yeah, it's goodbye. Okay. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, I'm just going to spoil it. We did clear this stage and the next 9 stages, or 8 stages, in fact, because we were on 372 at the time of this recording. I would love to clear Chapter 3 with 3 trans. That would be awesome. It feels like it's in the cards. I can't confirm, though. But with that, have a great day. Thank you all for stopping by.